Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is part 4 and the final video of defending Jessica G. Alright, for those who don't know, Jessica G, her real name is Jessica Genadry. She was a girl who was trying to vie for a role in the Netflix live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender. I found this by the very beautiful girl whose name I can't pronounce, but I'm going to spell it out for you. Sherilzamoe. Now that's the name of her channel. Whether that be her real name or not, I don't know. Because my real name is not Kung Fu Havoc number 2. My real name is James Edward Williams Jr. Alright? Yeah, it's about as far away from a Native American name as you can get. Anyway, I mentioned the 3 of my favorite Chinese actresses, or at least 2 Chinese actresses and 1 possible, who are Joan Chen, Vivian Wu, and Jennifer Tilly, have all played Native Americans at one point in their career, but yet not one of them have Native American blood, which gives me the perfect case for defending Jessica G. Because I actually do have Native American blood, and I haven't been given a role in 20 years, because I started when I was 27. Never got discovered. That studio that I mentioned still has my VHS tape that I sent them. At least Sundance sent it back with the "you suck" letter, but the studio here in Virginia told me, oh, we don't do Kung Fu movies, but they never sent it back. I would like to have that back even if I don't have a VHS to watch it. Because if you steal my idea, I have a lawsuit. I have the scripts downstairs. I have proof that I've sent it to Sundance, because it's downstairs. So, if you make money off of my shit, I'm going to get paid. Period. If you release my shit without paying me and the other 13 actors that was involved, we're going to get paid. But good. Anyway, the point of the matter is that I mentioned 3 Chinese women, or at least 2 full Chinese women and a half Chinese, half Canadian woman, which would be Jennifer Tilly. And I still might be wrong on the Chinese part, but her dad's last name is Chan, and traditionally Chan is a Chinese last name, But there are some Chinese last names that are interchangeable with other Asian districts and ethnicities. So I could be twisted and I could be wrong there, but I want to hurry up and finish this off. I think that Jessica G would be the perfect Katara. So if you're out there Netflix and you're passing out jobs, I need a job too. But more importantly, Jessica G could probably run the show. Yeah, she probably could do it. She's young enough to do her own stunts. She does Kempo, so she got the forms down. My Kempo is more or less street fighting, so if you want a street fighter, I'm the guy. But other than that, I have other Kung Fu that I can do. But I think for sure that she should play Katara. Damn the haters on Instagram and TikTok or wherever the hell it was that she was getting played for. If you don't give the actress the shot, then she'll be like me 20 years later, still chasing the dream and just not achieving the goal needed. Because, like I said, nobody knows who I am because I haven't been given the proper shot. And if you're not given a shot, you can't make things happen. And, The Rock is not knocking down my doors offering me roles to play his little brother. So, that ain't working out. Although if you guys pass that on to The Rock, that would be great. If he actually accepts it, that would be even better. Anyway, moving on. I'm also a very short man. Most people do not want to hire someone who's under 5'6", which prevents a problem for acting when you're a man. It doesn't. I think there's fine lines in acting. For women, short, cute, good. Tall, sexy, slinky, good. For men, short and cute don't count, unless you're a boy. For men, they want you big, buff, solid, Schwarzenegger built out, no gut. They want you kind of slim. I got a tiny gut. But they want you to be right. Where when you're a woman, all you really gotta do is look sexy. You don't have to have big boobs or fine ass. You just gotta look sexy, unless you're playing a girly role. So then all you really have to do is just be cute. This young lady, by the way, is 14, which would be the probably exact approximate age of Katara. But when you're so deep in the future, I don't think anybody really cares how your relationships go in the future. And side note, way back when this country was first discovered, a lot of young kids were getting married off at 12 and 14 and having babies by the time they were 18 or 16. So you kind of got to look at the history of the world. Also, this happened in China a lot. A lot of young girls who were born into poor families were basically sold to the emperor as their concubines. So you have to keep things like that in mind when you're setting your story and setting your scripts, and you're setting these things for who you are going to have play these characters. Now, I'm also writing a graphic novel. I've actually written two. I'm just trying to get them published, so that's good news for you. But anyway, in defending Jessica G, I hope I made some salient points about the Asian ethnicity factor. Like I said, when I was in my 20s is when I learned that Native Americans were not from Atlantis, that we are biologically Asian. And I was like, well, damn. That kind of was a slap in the face. Honestly, truly to God, it was a slap in the face that I wasn't prepared for. Because never in 1,000 years, you know, got this stuck in my damn thing. Sorry. Never in 1,000 years would I have ever gave it a second thought that Native Americans were Asian. I mean, I could look at my great-grandmother all day, and all I would see is my great-grandmother. I never saw her by her race. I saw her as my great-grandmother. I could look, my grandmother all day, who's also part Native American, never saw her as anything other than my grandmother. And kids don't really see race until we corrupt them. So, in closing, I think Netflix, if you can hear this, if anybody in my page knows people at Netflix, one, help me get a job, and two, help Jessica G get a job. I don't want to be an avatar, but if I get that blessed, I would much rather have my own show. But if I get that blessed, I'll take it. Because 20 years of freaking nothing, one good break is all I really need. It's all I really want. Because if I can get one break and get my own show, then I'm good to go. And something a little bit more concrete than this internet YouTube channel would be great. Something that I can actually make money. Because I don't know how to get sponsors, and I would never ask anybody on this channel to pay to see me. That's not how I roll. I want to make kung fu movies for free. Excuse me, that didn't come out the way I usually say that. Let me say it the correct way. I want to make movies so I can teach kung fu for free. You know, because I don't have a problem teaching anybody. Somebody asks me to teach them something. After I get to know them, I will teach them what I want them to know versus what they need to know. Because sometimes when you teach somebody what they need to know, they misuse it and they probably will abuse it. And I don't want to ever send somebody from something that I learned and taught them to go out and hurt somebody else. Alright? That being said, support Jessica G. Make her Katara. Do what you gotta do. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. B, C, and U. I can rap a little bit too.